What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Men at Work at long last. I do apologize, it's been a long time since I've been back to the 1981 album Business as Usual. I do want to mention, in the intervening period, I didn't remember this being the case before, but once I went back to the Men at Work folder on Adam's server, once again, big shout out to Adam for sharing all sorts of stuff with the channel. I noticed that Cargo is definitely in there as well. So once we get to the end of this album, we'll go on to Cargo, and I wanted to give a shout out to someone who commented on one of the Men at Work reactions a couple days ago, which brought to my attention, oh shoot, it's been a couple months, maybe even longer since I've been back to it. So yeah, shout out to you for bringing it to my attention that this deep dive had slipped off. So again, going back to Business as Usual, 1981, and this is called Touching the Untouchables. I enjoy the contradiction of the phrase, something that is being touched is no longer, by definition, untouchable. It speaks to maybe, or at least the concept that is suggested to my mind, which is often frail and in error, so this means nothing. But it makes me think about striving for the type of experience that's like transcendent and very rare, the type of experience that you'll remember for the rest of your life, trying to touch the untouchable, trying to really get to the most elevated or again transcendent type of moments that humans can have, whether that's emotionally or in terms of being in a situation where you're thinking about life and the universe and so on, whatever like it might be for a given person. The phrase touching the untouchables makes me think about striving for those experiences and moments that are by definition anomalous or not mundane, not everyday. So yeah, maybe that'll have absolutely nothing to do with it. Maybe it's a phrase that comes from a particular piece of literature or something, but yeah, on the surface of it, it makes me think about reaching for something that is normally out of reach, that is normally on a level or plane beyond what people experience for most of their lives. So let's find out if that has anything to do with it. This is Men at Work. The track is Touching the Untouchables, and it's from the 1981 album Business as Usual. On the skin, okay, I like that shit. That steady like ride cymbal is activating the techno part of my brain.
Hello to you, my sweet young friend. Have you got money perhaps you could lend? Wash my leather face in the afternoon sun. My shirt's torn, my time's near done. Touching the untouchables, but they don't know. Respect the disrespectables, but in the end, you turn away. What did I say?
I've been away too long from this album.
Spend my nights in the telephone booth. I make sure I leave the phone off the hook. There are no Joneses and I pay no rent. I gotta stand straight cause my back's so bent. Tell my secretary I ain't taking any calls. And if you wanna find me, just ask the boys down at the road. That's what I need.
It's got a bluesy feel both in the sonics and some of what I can hear from the lyrics.
cigarettes. Can you help me get off this fence? Can't you see I'm just an old man? Trying hard and do what I can. Touching the untouchables, but they don't know. Respect for this, respect towards me. In the end, you know, you turn away. What can I say?
This guitar brass combo.
You never, never know. You never know.
That's a really cool tune to return to this deep dive with. Yeah, a bit more deep and bluesy than some of the others, which have had a bit more of a bounding and kind of euphoric pop rock feel. But yeah, that was a really again deep and bluesy one. The guitar work, even the sonics, like in an interlude where it wasn't doing that deep and bluesy guitar, it still had a melancholy to it. I'm not sure about I don't know if it's the chorus or it's actually like the pre-chorus, but the line about touching the untouchables, but they don't even know. And what was the line after that? I forget what the follow-up to it was. But again, I felt like it was the pre-chorus, the way it like led into the sonic shift. But either way, I really enjoyed that one. Yeah, and curious, to hear what people have to say. Again, like having taken such a long break from this deep dive, I forget who was commenting in the earlier video, so I do apologize. And I once again, big shout out to Adam for making all this stuff available, but not in any way sort of pressuring me to go through certain stuff. Like, he just really has made it available and allowed me to go through it in my own idiosyncratic way, which is very much appreciated. That said, he has made a request for the next lucky dip, essentially, from his side of that street, which again, there's like 4 people now that I'm now taking tracks from, where I have very limited knowledge or even no knowledge at all of the group, and going through in that fashion. But like I said, I'm excited to be back with Men at Work, and as I said, also the album Cargo is available after this, so we'll go through that. And yeah, let me know what you think of this one. Again, it felt like it had a bit different of a flavor than a few others on the album, but I really did enjoy the kind of deep and melancholy sound. And again, from what I heard, at least some of the lyrics. So let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.